Flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Alex Rodriguez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Springer going back on it. Gone! A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he had gotten the first 2 guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through the 7th inning, but whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Carlos Beltran gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Down the third baseline. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Brian McCann will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Gomez has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees are out in front, 6-0. Colby Rasmus will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rasmus is retired, and there's 1 away.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Carlos Gomez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into sight.
Luis Valbuena will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Yankees 6, and the Astros. Will Harris will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And there now is Chase Headley. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Rasmus. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into the seats, 0-1. Sent toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. The 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The throw to third. The tag, and he is out at third base. Cut down, trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Preston Tucker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach this ninth inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You've just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Marwin Gonzalez is on deck. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Scorched to third. Gloved by Headley. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
Marwin Gonzalez will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Now the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. On the ground to third. Headley's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Jason Castro will stand in here as the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance.
Oh, man, this is history right here, guys. I'm nervous for him, so I'm sure his heart is pounding right now.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw in time. He's done it. A perfect game.
That is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else could you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, I'll say he's a pretty good candidate. All you have to do is look at the line score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. You know, these come along in baseball maybe once a decade, so this is as good as it gets, folks.
So that'll just about do it.